Trucks that puck as far down as he can, and we're going to have an icing. 2:40 to go in the first, still zeros. Colton with Bremer and Lasser. Cole Winkle's little Hindi at D. This is Hopkins player. Loses an edge, goes down. Colton back behind the net. Tries to reverse course, can't quite hold the puck. Hopkins gets a stick on it, but it is eventually chipped out by David. This is Andrew Becker giving chase. Becker finds Becker as the Hopkins player goes through the zone. Hopkins from the slot, chipped away by Cole. This is little Hinderman. Puck is turned the opposite way. Save made. Cole trying to find David far side. Heading up ice, David puts a shot well high of the net. This is Colton. Loses an edge down low. Andrew Becker dumps the puck. Colton back behind the net. Oh, trying to center. Puck through the slot is picked up by Hopkins. Hopkins heading the other direction. Good hustle back by our forwards. Cole Winkles dumps the puck far side. This is Colton. Puck is stuck on its edge there. Cole lifts that up and out. Hopkins D-to-D here through the neutral zone as the Spartans get a change. Shot, save made and held by Liam. Wetzel with Basil and Wyatt. Toso, big Hindi at D. Hopkins sends the puck from the point down to the opposite corner. This is Toso pressuring. Hinderman blocks that pass in front of the net. Wyatt trying to send that up to Basil. Basil through the neutral zone, gains the red line, dumps the puck. This is Wetzel back behind the net. Hopkins coming out with it. Hopkins lifts that puck up. This is big Hindi. Sends it across to Toso. Toso through the neutral zone, ends up on Wyatt's stick. Wyatt bumped off the puck. Nice battle by Wyatt in the far corner, lifting a stick. Wyatt battling through. Now Hopkins with the puck. 42 seconds to go in the first. We're still zeros. Hopkins through the neutral zone, coming back with it. Wetzel trying to pressure. Nice stick there by Hinderman, turning it aside. Wyatt chips the puck up. Hopkins back in their own end. That would be interference right there. And that would almost be too many men on the ice. That was dang close. Malik tries to chip that back to Toso. Doesn't quite have enough on it. Toso intercepts that pass. Far side, heads up ice. He's got Wyatt. Hits him through the neutral zone. Wyatt gains the blue line. Shot, save made and held by the Hopkins goaltender. About 10 seconds to go in the period. We're still zeros. Packer with Andrew Becker and Malik. Nokelby and Andrew Winkles at D. Hopkins down low, D-to-D. Malik pressuring puck to the half wall. Hopkins trying to chip it up and out. This is Packer giving chase. All tied up with the ref. And at the end of one, we are still zeros. Packer with Malik and Jack Becker. Nokelby, Andrew Winkles at D. 15 minutes on the clock, start at 2. Puck drop, won by the Spartans. This is Andrew Winkles. Offsides. He was trying to find that home run pass on the far blue line, but it was blocked by a Hopkins player's stick. Face off this time won by Hopkins. Defenseman back in his own end. Pressure there by Packer. This is Nokelby who picked a pocket, gains the red line, dumps the puck. Jack Becker giving chase. Hopkins goaltender plays it to the near corner. This is Packer. Andrew Winkles chips that puck, was trying to hit Nokelby, went off his skates. Nice job by Case. Hopkins gathering the puck. This is Jack Becker pressuring. Jack lifts that puck. Oh, that's tripping, and the Spartans are going to have a power play. Packer from the circle, save made. And we will have a 2-minute power play here with 14:13 to go in the second. Colton with Bremer and Lasser. Winkles and Little Hindi at D. Cole Winkles, Little Hindi. Hopkins. Cole does a nice job chipping that puck through the neutral zone. Colton from the slot. Shot just wide of the net, but that was a rocket. This is Colton in the corner. Puck rings to the far half wall. Little Hindi was trying to get around the guy. Couldn't quite make it. Hopkins with a shorthand opportunity. Good save there by Liam. Bremer gathers it up, lifts it out to Little Hindi. Little Hindi dumps the puck, giving chase. Lasser far corner. Bremer doing a good job covering for Hinderman. Hopkins through the neutral zone. Puck bumped off here into the near corner. This is Cole Winkles, supported by Bremer. Nice job there by Colton, chipping it wide. Lasser gathers up the puck. Lasser has Bremer up here, does a nice job leading him with the puck. Bremer into the corner. 13 minutes to go. Wetzel tries to hold the line, can't quite connect. Finds Big Hindi over here in the neutral zone. Big Hinderman. Tries to cut through the defenseman, turns the puck over. Nice job by Bremer getting a stick on that. That's dumped long. Hinderman gathers it up. Sends it over here to Bremer. Bremer dumps the puck and they give chase. This is Wetzel far side. Oh, that should be interference by the goalie. He just whacked at Wetzel with his stick. Basil up to Big Toso. Can't quite hold the puck. Hinderman gathers it up, dumps it here long. Basil dumps the puck and we are offsides. 12:22 to go in the second. Still zeros, 10 seconds left on the power play. Wetzel with Basil and Andrew Becker. Toso, Big Hindi at D. 5 seconds left on the power play. Hopkins, defensemen in their own end. Toso gathers it up in the neutral zone, gains the red line, blue line, dumps the puck, and Spartans go chase. Wetzel rifles that on net. Save made by the goalie. Wetzel into the corner, supported by Basil. Basil chasing here behind the net. This is Jack Becker here to the near side. Nice job by Toso, holds the line, shot, save made. Deflected off the glove and back onto the glass. This is Andrew Becker and Wetzel far side. Puck is loose, Hopkins coming out with it. Puck here to the near half wall. Toso does a nice job. This is Big Hindi down into the corner. Bumped off the puck. Nice job by Packer coming in to support. Packer blocks that shot. Didn't know it. Packer, far side, going wide. Has the puck bumped. This is Toso stepping out. Rifles that back in, and we're going to get called off sides. 11-12 to go in the period, still zeros. Becker with Wyatt and Jack Becker, Nokleby and Andrew Winkles at D. This is Jack Becker far side and Wyatt. Wyatt with the puck. Shot. Save made. Hopkins here to the near corner. Lifts that puck up and out. Nice job by Nokleby. Backhand. Save made by Liam. 10:52 to go in the second. Still zeros. Face-off won by the Spartans. Nokleby rifles that up the wall. This is Jack Becker giving chase. Turned us deflected. Pass is deflected. Goes wide of the net. This is Packer. Packer can't quite come out with the puck. Hopkins chips it up and out to their defenseman. Good stick there by Jack Becker. Knocks the puck down. This is Packer into the wall. Andrew Winkles supporting. Packer chipping it up, trying to hit Wyatt. Puck is loose. This is Jack Becker giving chase. Nice back check there by Wyatt. Hopkins dumps the puck, and this is Packer. Puck rings the boards. Wyatt. Puck all loose, is loose down there through the circles. Andrew Becker knocks him off the puck. This is Nokleby. Knocks that puck down, lifts it up to Wyatt. Wyatt. Icing. That puck bounced over the Hopkins player's stick. So we're going to have a face-off down here in the Hopkins zone with 9:46 to go in the second. Still zeros. Colton with Lasser and Malik. Cole Winkles and Little Hindi at D. Little Hindi on the wall, shoves the puck down low. This is Colton, and now Cole Winkles absorbs the check. Colton far side. Nice pressure there by Lasser. Puck up through the neutral zone from by Hopkins. Decide to skate it up. Malik pressuring. Backdoor pass there, centering pass, defended well by Liam as he makes a save. That puck is deflected high. This is Lasser onto the wall. Puck up, trying to go through his guy. Chips it over to Malik. Malik's backhand hits the side of the net. Malik behind the net. Puck up here to the wall. Couple of Hopkins players coming up, and we're going through the neutral zone. Hopkins wide left, trying to leave that puck behind. Deflected there by Lasser. Lasser pins his man here on the wall, trying to clear it out. Cole Winkles chips it down. Colton up off the boards. And this is Malik pressuring here in the Hopkins end. Cole Winkles trying to clear that out. Colton. Hopkins D to D behind their own end. Malik pressuring. Colton. Hindi holds the line. Gets held up. Hopkins over here to the near half wall. Offsides. 8:20 to go in the second. We're zeros. Wetzel with Bremer and Basil. Toso Big Hindi at D. Basil, good pressure here through the neutral zone and into the Hopkins end. Puck is dumped. This is Hinderman. Rifles that puck up. Hopkins holds the line. Shot, save made. Toso gathers it up through the neutral zone, trying to chip that up to Basil. No icing. Basil chasing down into the corner. Puck left behind. Toso gathers up that stretch pass. Hopkins is sending a player deep in the zone, trying to catch our defenseman asleep. Bremer. Basil centering pass. Hindi steps up. Shot deflected up and into the netting. Wetzel with Basil and Bremer. Toso Big Hindi at D. 7:37 to go in the second. We're zeros. Face off. Tie up. Bremer comes out with it, puts the puck behind the net. Bremer down into the corner. Puck is loose. Choso gathers it up. Backhand, far corner. This is Wetzel and Basil. Basil back checking. Bremer coming up the near side. Hinderman pokes that puck away. Hinderman up through the neutral zone. Puts a shot. Blocked. Tries to center. No one's there. Oh. Puck got past the Spartans. Shot finds the net. Can't tell if that's Andrew or Jack Becker. We've got Nokelby and Andrew Winkles. This is Andrew Becker out here. Packer pressuring, shot, save made. Great rebound deflected there by Liam. Back behind the net, Nokelby down, taking away the pass. Does a great job. Andrew Becker lifts that puck up. This is Wyatt giving chase, and that's going to be icing. 6:40 to go in the second. Packer with the faceoff. This is Andrew Winkles, shoves it into the corner. Nokelby lifts that up. Goes under the Hopkins player's stick. No icing. This is Andrew Becker giving chase. Andrew into the corner. Packer. Puck loose in between the dots. Andrew Winkles loses an edge. Those hands were super high. That probably should have been a penalty on Hopkins. Puck is out. This is Andrew Becker. And now Packer. Through the neutral zone, Wyatt giving chase. Puck rolls wide of the net. Andrew Winkles sends it far side. Nice job by Nokelby chipping that puck up and out. This is going to go all the way down and is likely going to make icing. 5:54 to go in the second, down by 1. Colton centering Jack Becker and Malik. This is Little Hindy and Cole Winkles at D. Little Hindy finds Malik. What a beautiful pass. What a beautiful play. Malik hits the crossbar. Great chance there for the Spartans. 5:42 to go in the second, down by 1. Colton with the faceoff. Andrew tying up. Winkles dumps the puck down low. Nice job by Colton covering for his defenseman. Jack Becker chips the puck free. Centering pass. Oh, follow up. Great save by the goaltender for Hopkins. This is Handy to the far boards. Loses the puck. We got a 3-on-1. We got to hurry up and get back. This goes long and wide. Pass through the crease. Jack Becker chips that up. Trying to find Andrew. Finds Andrew Malik here through the neutral zone. Malik wide right. Bumped off the puck. Looking for a trailer. Has Colton on the wall. Puck down low. Cross ice pass. Hinderman knocks his man down. Jack Becker takes an elbow to the face. This is Malik back behind the net. Colton. Jack Becker. Puck rings the boards. Malik giving chase. Puck is kind of rolling around. Malik trying to pick it up, shoves it wide of the net. Hopkins. Jack Becker, nice job, buddy. Colton does a good job. Colton comes up with the puck. Fighting Lasser, can't quite connect. Hinderman sends the puck on net. Follow-up rebound is gloved and held by the Hopkins goaltender. 4:21 to go in the second. Spartans down by 1. Wetzel with Wyatt and Bremer Toso, big Hindi at D. Wetzel with the face-off. Sent on net, covered up by the goaltender, 4:19 to go in the second. Face-off. Won by Hopkins, down into the corner. That is Wetzel pressuring. This is Toso trying to pinch. Bremer trying to hit Hindi. Hindi rifles that puck around. Puck up here to the top. Sent back down by Hopkins. Puck in the far corner. Toso absorbs a check. Wetzel pressuring. Hinderman gets a stick on it. Back, cross ice pass through the crease. Deflected wide of the net. Hindi in the corner. Toso supporting. Puck up to Lasser. Lasser battling. Shot. Save made by Liam. Chipped aside by Hindi. Hopkins up to the point. Across to their D. Shot. Save made and held. Packer with Basil and Andrew Becker. Nokelby, Andrew Winkles at D. Nokelby backhands the puck, rings around the net. This is Andrew Becker. Nokelby. Nokelby battling, Packer supporting. Hopkins comes out with it. Andrew Becker giving chase, does a nice job pressuring. Packer picks up the puck, trying to lift it over. Ends up back on top on Hopkins' stick, cleared out there by Nokelby. Hopkins dumps the puck. This is Andrew Winkles. Hopkins, centering pass, turned aside. Packer into the wall. Nokelby supporting. Jack Becker trying to chip that up and out. Nokelby finds Basil. This is Packer chasing in the Hopkins zone. Andrew Becker. Hopkins offsides. 2:35 to go in the second, down by 1. Colton with Wyatt and Malik. Andrew Winkles and Nokelby at D. Face off. Won by Hopkins, D to D. This is Andrew Winkles. Rings the boards. Malik here to the near half wall. Cuts through the neutral zone. He's got Wyatt up here. Malik trying to go through the D, is turned aside. Wyatt does a nice job. Puck is in the ref's skates. Colton supporting. Wyatt's tripped. Nokelby sends it on net. Save made. 2 minutes to go in the second, down by 1. Colton with Malik and Wyatt. Toso, big Hindi at D. Face off, won by the Spartans. Hinderman sends that wide of the net. Toso battling on the half wall. Malik covering for him at D. This is Colton down low, centering pass, turned aside. Ref covers it up. There's the whistles. 1:52 to go in the second, down by 1. Colton with the face-off. Toso dumps that wide of the net. This is Wyatt. Now Colton going into the corner. Puck down here. Toso does a good job defending, pushing the puck long. Swing and a miss by Hopkins trying to clear it out. Toso gathers it up, chips it over to Wyatt. Wyatt leaves it for Colton in the center ice. Colton, shot, save made. Colton up to Hinderman. Hinderman, little dance at the blue line, puts a shot on net, save made, rebound. Malik was trying to find Colton on the back door, couldn't quite connect. Colton, good battle into the corner, 1:12 to go in the period. Colton and Wyatt battling. Wyatt chips that puck up to Hinderman. Hinderman, shot on net. Goalie covers it up. We have coincidental minors for some extracurriculars there after the whistle. We are going to be 5-on-5 with a minute to go in the second. Wetzel centering Lasser and Jack Becker. Nokelby and Cole Winkles at D. The refs are talking to the Hopkins coach. I guess he had a couple questions. And we're going to have puck drop here in a second. Face off. Won by Hopkins. Wetzel trying to dodge a ref there. This is Jack Becker. Nice job. Pound for pound, throwing that body weight around. Nice job by Nokelby, pinching, holding the line. Nokelby, Jack Becker, Lasser, all over there, supported by Wetzel. Puck is out. We've got a 2-on-1. Cole Winkles defending. Shot, save made. Cole does a nice job chipping out that rebound. Cole heading up ice. Gains the red line. Dumps the puck. Cole and Lasser back here behind the net. Cole battling. Wetzel covering for Cole at D. Hopkins again trying to send someone here to the blue line to get a breakaway. Nice job by our defenseman. Good job by Wetzel turning that aside. Hinderman takes away that cross ice pass, holds the puck along the wall, or tries to end out the period. And at the end of 2, we are down by 1. Colton with Malik and Packer. Toso Big Hindi at D. Hopkins, D to D in their own end. Good pressure by Colton, takes that puck away. Looks like it might be a little sticky out there. The puck's not moving as great as it could be. Hopkins heads up ice. Shot deflected off a Hindy's stick and up into the net. 14:42 to go in the game, down by 1. Face off. Won by Hopkins. Malik pressuring up to the point. Hopkins sends it out on their own. Good pressure here by Packer. Nice job by Malik trying to chip that long. Puck is dumped. Hinderman back behind the net. Lifts that up and out. Hopkins dumps back into their own end. This is Malik giving chase. Hinderman gets the puck knocked off his stick. This is Colton into the corner. Colton trying to ring the boards. Malik up to Packer. Hopkins. This is Hindi. Rifles the puck. Rings far side. Chipped off of Hopkins' stick. Shot put on net and deflected up into the netting by Liam. 13:49 to go in the game, down by 1. Spartans are going to change. We are going to have Wetzel centering Lasser and other side. Wetzel centering Lasser and Andrew Becker. We've got Cole Winkles and Little Hindi at D. Face off. Cole behind the net trying to chip it around. This is Lasser, far side. Leaves it for Wetzel through the zone with speed. Wetzel trying to send it up ice. Held up by the defenseman for Hopkins. Good pressure by Andrew Becker down low. Andrew giving chase behind the net. This is Wetzel, to the near half wall. Little Hindi cross ice trying to go off the wall and find Wetzel crashing the boards. Turned around by Hopkins. Cole Winkles finds Wetzel. Wetzel sends the puck long and gives chase down into the corner, supported by Andrew Becker. Hinderman tries to pinch, does not hold the line, and now we got to get back. Cole's got a 2-on-1. Does a great job taking away that pass. Nice job by Cole Winkles. Hinderman behind the net. Trying to hit Lasser under a stick and out. Lasser giving chase. This is Andrew Becker here on the near half wall. Cole Winkles leaves it for Bremer. Andrew Becker trying to pick it up. Lasser. Puck down low. Bremer. Centering pass. Save made by Liam. Puck is loose in the slot. Lifted up and out by Andrew Becker. Bremer giving chase. Can't knock it down. And that is going to be called a hand pass. 12:46 to go in the game. Down by 1. Bremer with Basil and Jack Becker. Nokelby, Andrew Winkles at D. Face-off won by the Spartans. Nokelby chipped it up and out. Controlled now by Hopkins in their own end. Nokelby pinches. Waits for the players to clear the zone. Dumps the puck. Played by the goalie for Hopkins, who tried to trip Basil behind the play. Andrew Winkles does a nice job finding Bremer. Can't hold the puck. Jack Becker trying to leave the puck for Bremer. Hopkins picks it up. Shot. Save made and held by Liam. 12:14 to go in the game. Down by 1. Bremer with Jack Becker and Basil. This is Andrew Winkles lifting the puck up. Nokelby is Andrew's D partner. Basil chips that puck around. How is that not interference? Oh my gosh. Does a nice job. That's Bremer. Basil battling on the wall. Nokelby pinches, dumps the puck back down low. This is Bremer. Puck rings the boards. Jack Becker going to the far side. Does a nice job trying to tie up. Hopkins coming out with it with some speed. Basil back checking. Puck bumps long. Nice job by Basil here in the corner. Bremer Shot, save made, and held by Liam. 11:32 to go in the game, down by 1. Packer with Malik and Wyatt. Toso big Hindi at D. Nice job by Wyatt fighting around that Hopkins player. Gets a stick on that shot and blocks it. Hopkins D to D in their own end. This is Malik giving chase. They send it long of their defenseman. Wyatt here to the near half wall. Hopkins sends this to the far side, chips it up and out, goes under Toso's stick, going the length of the ice. This is big Hindi behind the net. Sends the puck up the wall. Wyatt chips it up to Malik. Hopkins with the puck from the center line, dumps the puck down here low. Hinderman behind the net. Heading up ice. Trying to find Malik, ends up off a skate. Toso trying to pass it out, ends up blocked. Toso chips that up to Malik. Malik trying to hit Packer. Can't quite connect. Packer and Wyatt pressuring here through the neutral zone. Hopkins dumps that puck long, turned aside by Liam. Toso rings the puck here to the near wall. This is Wyatt. Wyatt chipping the puck up. Packer with some speed as Malik loses an edge. Packer puts a shot wide of the net. Malik into the corner. Toso holds the line. How is that not a trip? Good Lord. 3-on-2 coming back. Hindi tries to takes away the pass, can't take away the shot. Shot's high and wide. Malik on the near board. Wyatt trying to chip it up. Packer battling. Hinderman pressuring up through the slot. This is Toso. Toso back behind the net, trying to lift that out. Packer rings the board. This is Wyatt to the near half wall. Hopkins centering pass turned aside well by Toso. And now Malik leaves the puck behind for Toso. Toso sends that down ice. Spartans need a change. Icing waved off. Let's go. Good pressure down there by Nokelby was down there. We've got Colton with Lasser and Andrew Becker. We've got Cole Winkles and Nokelby out at D right now. Cole Winkles defending, and defending well. Colton supporting. Swing and a miss by the Hopkins player. Puck rifled around here to the top. Nokelby back up. This is Andrew Becker trying to chip it up and out. Lasser chips it free. Colton, Lasser, Andrew Becker chips it up. Hopkins D to D, 8:37 to go. Cole Winkles almost had that pocket picked. This is Lasser trying to gain that red line. Cole with the battle. Andrew Becker, nice little toe drag. Becker, wide left, bumped off the puck. This is Colton going into the corner. Puck free, Hopkins coming out with it. Nice stick there by Andrew Becker. Gabe, swing and a miss on that one. This is Cole Winkles. Centering pass to Hopkins. Lasser gets a stick on it. That's sent over the net. Puck rings back behind the net. This is Lasser far boards trying to chip that out. Battling along the far wall. Supported there by Colton. Colton puts his man in the board. Nice job by Cole Winkles. That puck is lifted up. This is Wetzel gathering it up. Wetzel. Shot is blocked. Rebound. Is down low. Hinderman holds the line, dumps the puck. Bremer giving chase behind the net. Bremer shoved down. This is Jack Becker. 7:23 to go in the game, down by 1. We're coming back the other way. Wetzel loses an edge coming through the zone. And that shot beats everybody on the top shelf. Behind the net. Loses an edge, coming up ice. Icing waved off. This is Wetzel giving chase. 6:57 to go in the game, down by 2. Hopkins trying to clear that up and out. That's going to go the length of the ice, no icing. Cole into the corner, rings the boards. Malik here to the near half wall. Picks it up, back behind the net. Leaves it behind for Cole. Cole trying to chip that up and out. Ref got in the way. Hinderman behind the net, into the corner. Jack Becker. Hopkins comes out with it. Save made. Rebound pushed wide. Wetzel pressuring. Malik picks up the puck. Up to Jack Becker. Gains the red line. Dumps the puck. This is Malik giving chase. Puck here to the near boards. We're coming back the other way. Now Packer. Hinderman does a nice job at the blue line, turning that puck around. Heads up ice. Get it on net, buddy. Shot well wide and offsides. 6:02 to go in the game, down by 2. Packer with Wyatt and Basil. Toso big Hindi at D. Hopkins wins the face-off, D to D in their own end. Through the neutral zone. Pinned on the far wall. That is Basil pressuring and battling. Shot, save made and held by Liam. 5:46 to go in the game, down by 2. Packer with the face-off. Nope, not with the face-off. There we go. Now Packer with the face-off. Hopkins up to the point. Shot deflected by Wyatt, up and out. Basil far side to Packer. Toso back behind the net and here to the near corner. Finding Basil, who looks for Wyatt. Wyatt here on the near half wall. Reverses course. Puck left in the slot. Hindi gathers it up, chips it wide, and that's going to be offsides. Packer, Wyatt, Basil, Nokelby, and Andrew Winkles. Hopkins, D to D in their own end. Puck sent here up the near boards. Andrew Winkles gathers it up off the wall. This is Basil battling far side. Hopkins coming out with it. Nice job by Packer turning that pass away. Hopkins sends this up and out on their own, so this should not be icing. Wyatt giving chase. Puck left behind. This is Basil to the near wall. Wyatt sends that up. Nokelby sends it back down. Hopkins looking for that cross ice pass. Nice job getting turned around there by the Spartans. This is Packer with Wyatt. Nokelby lifts that up and out. Looking for Basil through the neutral zone. Hopkins controls. Hopkins D to D in their own end. Send that long. Goes off the stick, so it's not icing. This is Andrew Winkles. Backhand. Looking for Wyatt here. Clears it up and out. Lasser absorbs a check, trying to send it into Hopkins zone. This is Colton. Colton. Trip. No call. Shot. Save made. Shot. Save made. This is Colton battling behind the net. Puck here to the near side. Lasser chips that, backhands that back down. Hopkins gathering. Toso does a great job. Hopkins trying to clear out. Toso brings the boards up to the point and goes out. Colton wins a foot race. He's got Lasser with him, and he has Becker trailing. Deflected long. Lasser trying to center to Andrew Winkles. And the whistle blows. 3 minutes to go in the game, down by 2. Spartans are going to change. Wetzel with Bremer and Jack Becker. Hinderman brothers at defense. Wetzel. Oh, they're asking for a timeout over here. Coach Hinderman wanted a timeout. Refs aren't letting them take it. I'm not sure why. Jack Becker pressuring far side. Wetzel does a good job getting his skates on it. Jack Becker down low. Wetzel. Bremer tries to put a shot on net. We're going to go back the other way now. Shot wide. This is Hinderman here to the near corner. Puck is left behind. Bremer chips that up and out. Jack Becker picks it up. Bremer dumps it wide. Spartans have an empty net. Bremer goes butt over tea kettle down there. Picks up the puck, shoved wide into the goalie. Winkles, little Hinderman. I'm sorry, big Hinderman. This is little Hinderman. Finds Malik far side. Malik dumps the puck. Big Hinderman giving chase. Cole Winkles down here into the corner. Big Hinderman. Puck down low. Malik. 2 minutes to go. Sent up. Oh, Hindy does not hold that line. Big Hindy. Or I'm sorry, little Hindy. Drives the net. Shot. Save made. Rebound. Bouncing around. Malik absorbs a check. This is Wyatt far side. Wyatt to little Hindy. Shot. Deflected up. Bounced in. Save made. Colton, Wyatt, Malik, Cole Winkles, little Hindy, big Hindy. Hinderman tries to lock and load. There we go. Malik trying to come up with the puck. It's all bouncing around. Colton gets it. Down to Wyatt. Wyatt rings the boards. This is Hinderman. Hinderman. Toe drag, loses the puck. That is wide of the net and icing. Spartans are going to change. Colton, Packer, Cole Winkles, Malik, Choso, Nokelby, puck far side. This is Malik giving chase. Choso, shot, save made, rebound, can't quite control. Choso tries to hold the line, sends that back in, offsides called. 56 seconds to go in the game, down by 2. Off. Won by the Spartans. This is Choso. Lifts that up. Malik trying to send that in. This is going to go wide of the net and will be icing, and we're going to go the other direction. 48 seconds to go in the game, down by 2. Colton taking the face off. Won by Hopkins. This is Packer here to the near side. Hopkins is going to ice the puck. And they're just going to keep icing it probably for the next 40 seconds. All right. Big Hindy takes Cole Winkles' place. This is Packer. Trying to center. Choso bombs away, buddy. Shot. Deflected wide. Nokelby dumps it back down low. Choso gathers it up. Gains the red line. Choso down low. Bumped off the puck, 22 seconds. Hopkins brings it back to the far side. Malik, good hustle, holds the line. Does not hold the line. Almost. Choso. Hindi chips that up. Puck is dumped. 7 seconds. Nice job by Hinderman. Offsides called. And that's going to probably do it, folks. We have 0.2 seconds to go. Good district match. Look forward to playing them again in a few weeks. Spartans are going to drop this one by 2.